Hey, so you're probably going to start noticing that there's a lot more shakeups in relationships right now. Friendships, marriages ending, um, loved ones dying. There's just a lot of releasing energy that's going on. Don't be afraid of it. This is a part of the evolutionary path. Um, we as a humanity are at a a crossroads. You know, from the spiritual perspective, there is literally a splitting of the earth. I know this is gonna sound so weird, especially if you're new to this spiritual stuff, but like, so those of you who might be a little bit more um, accustomed to the spiritual messages and all of that stuff might have heard things, or you might know about it, the earth. The earth is ascending. There's a 5D versus a 3D. You might have heard stuff like that. If you haven't, very simply, let's put it like this. The world is vibrational in nature, right? Like, everything is a frequency. The denser frequencies, can harden and take a more solid form. And the lighter frequencies, are lighter. So a nice analogy, I guess, would be like the different forms of water, right? So when it's cold, the molecules are, they're not vibrating as quickly, and so they will solidify into ice. And as the temperature warms up, what happens is that there's an ability for the vibration to lighten up. And in so doing, as there's more, heat or light, so to speak, the vibration goes faster and faster. The density gets less and less. So it will go from an ice cube to some water, and then, to its ultimate state of oneness with everything, which is like it goes into steam and then kind of just it's like a different realm. Okay, so I use that analogy because that's basically like what's happening right now, is that we have been functioning in the 3D, third dimension of Earth's vibration. And what that means is it's denser than a 5D, which is like a more elevated state. There are states beyond the 5D, but that's for another time. But right now there's the 5D is a more elevated state, so kind of like the more going into the steam element, so to speak, or becoming like maybe just the water element. Anyway, doesn't matter. You get my gist. So what is currently happening, which is why there's so much chaos and why there's so much upheaval in our world and within our personal lives, again, as within so without, as above so below, right? So it's because the Earth's vibration is ascending, and there are going to be people that can align with that vibration and go to like the more the higher vibrating place, the more it's frankly more joyful. It is the equivalent of bringing heaven to earth. That is the 5D. That's the short-term terminology for it, or shortcut for it. But we're in a transition period as a as a planet, as a species, we are in a transition period. So there are people that have been doing the work, and doing the work does not necessarily mean that that every person's journey looks exactly the same. Doing the work could mean that you have been in intensive, not surface level therapy, not like, okay, I did enough to make myself feel better and then I'm going to stop, but I'm not doing the deep shadow work and stuff. But it could look like you have done intensive therapy. You have met your pain. You have faced your darkness. You have embraced your darkness. You've learned to you've learned the beauty in it. You've learned that all of it was there to serve you all along. It was the pressure needed to turn you from a piece of coal to diamond. But the thing is, we as humans have free will, right? That is something that is sort of like a sacred contract between the divine and us. You, human, in this experience, in this great experiment, you get to choose. Choose your own adventure. And it doesn't feel like that because we've been brainwashed. You'll hear me say this a lot. We've been trained, we've been brainwashed to, again, think that we're powerless and all this stuff. Anywho, so we are ascending and you have a choice. It's really that simple. Everybody has a choice. Are you going to keep doing the work within yourself to ascend, and in so doing, aligning yourself to a world that has peace, harmony, a sense of unity consciousness, like a recognition fundamentally that the spark of God that is in me is in everybody and everything else? Or are you going to continue to be in the dense the ice age? I like that. That was cute. The ice age of humanity. Are you going to continue to be in the 3D? And that looks like focusing on the blame game, being a victim, having victim mentality, continuing to buy into your powerlessness, continuing to give your power away to other people, places, things, structures, authority figures, a God that is outside of you, that you have to find some middle person to teach you the way. You really don't. But anywho, the people that choose to do the work on themselves, that are basically saying, yes, I'm stepping into that greatness, are the ones that are ultimately going to be able to ascend into like that better world. And the people that are not, they're not. Like, it's almost like you are going to see a dystopia, those folks are just going to be in a dystopic world, and the 5D folks are going to be in a utopic world. So 2 worlds basically here at the same time. Now, this is nothing new, right? Like, if you really think about it, because these vibrations are not new, like high vibrations are not new, aligning with higher vibrations are not new. They've existed all along, all at the same time, because it is like one universe. But I guess it's what I'm talking about is like the predominant nature of some of that. The predominant nature of the vibration on the earth up until now has been in the 3D, at least in the last, I want to say most of human history. I don't know for sure. Okay, where am I going with this? So, here's the deal. You are going to see relationships shake up. And it's because people are no longer vibrational matches. They might not be it might be on a singular level, like, your partner is no longer a vibrational match for you. It's not a good or bad thing. There's no judgment. Please understand that in what I'm saying. If people want to choose to stay where they are, that is their right and their prerogative. But you also get to choose, right? Which is, as people are feeling their own internal compass pull on them to align with what feels better, what feels lighter, what feels more authentic, more of these shakeups are going to happen. And that would be on the individual level. And then there are those that are like, okay, the depths part is like, it's a more connection of that individual's vibration and soul intention, and as it pertains to where the Earth's trajectory is right now. Anybody that's more interested in some of the deeper understanding of this, there's a woman out of South Africa. Her website is Kerry KerryK.com, and she knows, like, in more detail. She's been more involved in some of that work, and has a different set of knowledge than I do. So if anybody wants more depth in that. But anyway, don't be afraid by the chaos. Do not be afraid by the destruction. The chaos and the destruction are needed. If you look at any of the, axioms in most religions, like, I'm going to take Hinduism right now. There is gods that are destroyers, right? Shiva, Kalima, and the purpose of that destruction is you've got to destroy the old paradigm, the old systems, you've got to destroy what's no longer working in order to make space for what the better thing that's to come. And so that's what you're seeing. You're seeing people choosing to step up, and in choosing to step up, there's a shakeup because maybe other people are choosing not to. Again, no judgment. It's all love. It's all a journey, and ultimately, from the biggest picture, from the soul level, it's all been a magic carpet ride for us, regardless of where we choose. Because in this earth school, we came to learn, and I know that's so cliche. I've heard it a million times. I've rolled my eyes a million times at it, but I'm intimately getting it now, because I've been through so many dark nights of the soul, so much pain. I mean, come on now. Like, you name it, depression, sexual abuse, divorces, betrayals, like, money stolen, like, you just name it. There's been so many. And I will tell you, in the thick of all of it, in the hell of all of it, I did not have confidence in anything that I'm saying. I didn't see. I wanted to believe in the bigger picture, but I didn't see it. I didn't feel it. I didn't see it. But now, yeah, it's all very clear to me. It's all very clear to me that we really did come down here to play in this field, to face the contrast so that our choices could be even more meaningful, right? Because the deeper the contrast, your choice though, not blind submission, not ignorantly just following the path that's been put forth in front of you. Choice comes from understanding that there is a choice. So, yeah, embrace the chaos, trust it, because in that chaos, number one, couple of things are going to happen. You will face a dark night of the soul. And I say a dark because as somebody who has gone through multiple, I know that there's not just one, especially if you're trying to evolve hella high, which honestly I am, right? So just allow that pain in. Allow yourself to have the tears, the anger, the gratitude, the appreciation. Allow all of it the way children do, right? Children know, babies know before they're trained otherwise. They know what to do. Like, the emotion is there to serve us. The emotion has a purpose and it's needed. We can't block it. If we block it, we block ourselves. We block our blessings. So allow that pain, allow that dark sacred space to transform you, to transmute you. Allow it to be the gestation period for what you're seeding to create. And then it will be here. Not necessarily right away. There's a whole bunch of different things and techniques and whatnot that you can do to try and close the gap between, the time it takes from being in point A to the time it takes to get to point B. But anyway, all right, I'm gonna end it here because I'm getting eaten up by mosquitoes now. So I love you all. We'll keep talking. Don't be afraid. Better is coming, but it is your choice. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be easy, but it is simple, but not easy. I love you. You got this.